In this pop-up Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mahjong using the 2024 National Mahjong League card, and we'll be playing at Mahjong time. If you've not tried playing at Mahjong time yet and you want to give it a try, I can give you information for a 30-day VIP trial if you send me an email. My email can be found in the video description below, or you can just email Michele with one L, M-I-C-H-E-L-E, at MAHJLIFE.com. I want to say thank you to those who have volunteered to help me test logistics for a marathon that I want to start doing in October. And I just wanted to test the instructions and the logistics to make sure that things go smoothly when the event occurs in October. And I'll share a little more about that as we go. But I just want to say thank you so much to those who will be helping me test this concept, and also for those donations, because part of the process is to donate to whatever charity will be the focus of a particular fundraising event. In this case, it's going to be a marathon, a 24-hour marathon for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can introduce the idea, and then I'll ask the volunteers about their experience with the registration process so that I can streamline it or clarify it so that when we do the event in October, it'll go much more smoothly. So let me just check the comments real quick. So this particular live stream is not going to be a 24-hour event. We're just going to hang out for about an hour and a half or so. The testing is for the event in October, which will be the 24-hour marathon. And yes, I'm going to be on for 24 hours straight with breaks in between so that I can stretch my legs and do the bio thing. Okay, so I'm assuming everyone can hear me all right. Give me a shout out in chat to let me know if you can hear me okay. Oh, thank you for the like. Someone gave me a like already. That's good. Can you hear me okay? I suppose I can go on my iPad real quick and test it myself. So hold on. I suppose I can. Okay, everything's good. All right, here we go. Hi, Dana. Hi, Ellen. Thank you again for coming. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now, and I'll just talk. Hi, Meredith. I will talk about this event. So here's the website. I'm going to go ahead at the top, and you can see this is St. Jude fundraising, and I created a page for the event, and I will be creating a new page each year. So this is the event for the 2024 event that will occur in October. And I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bigger here, and then we'll just take a look at it as we go here. So you can see the date here on the left. So my mouse, I'm circling the date here on the left. The 10/26/2024 is the date of the 24-hour marathon. And I chose October for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because I was born in October. I'm an October baby, and I thought it would be a fun way to celebrate my birthday by doing a fundraiser for a charity that means a lot to me. I don't have any personal experience with St. Jude, but I love children. Kids are precious, and they are our future. So I have donated to St. Jude in the past, and I thought, why not do something meaningful for this amazing charity? So that's why I chose St. Jude for this event. And then I also thought, because it's for children, that maybe we could all channel our inner child and dress up and maybe wear Halloween costumes. I want to talk about some ideas that I have, and I would like to get your input on it. And one of them is to offer the opportunity for people to dress up and come online with me and be in the broadcast system with them in the live stream with me, and we maybe would be dressed up in our costumes, whatever we decide, and just have a good time, make it like a party. So that's my idea at the moment. And of course, it's optional. You don't have to dress up, and not everybody has to come online and be in the broadcast. The players who will be playing Mahjong with me will have a choice of whether they want to get online with me or whether they just want to be at the table and not be visible other than their avatar playing at the table. So we can talk a little more about that later. But this is one reason why I chose the last Saturday of October annually, so that we can dress up and channel our inner child. The event will take place on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And again, I will be going live for 24 hours in the same live stream. And what I will do is probably put links in the video description where people who are watching the repost can click on links within the video so they can find areas that they're interested in, or they could just watch the whole thing straight through, which would be wonderful. So I'll probably do that as well. And then let's talk about the event process. So anybody will be able to watch the marathon for free, no charge. So if you're up for entertainment through a 24-hour period, you could join the live stream at any time during that period, because we're going to be live for 24 hours straight, doing all things Mahjong, which we'll talk about in a little bit as well. If you want to participate in the event itself, whether you want to play at the table with me or participate in other activities that we may or may not do, which I'll talk about in a little bit, then you're going to need to make a donation. So you just click on this donation button and make a donation. And then you will also click this link right here. This says right now, Team MAHJLIFE Marathon 2024. You would click that, which goes to this page where you would then follow the instructions here in this column and just enter your name and email address, your player name in an empty row for whatever time works best for you. Since this is going to be a 24-hour marathon, I'm going to be playing from noon on the 26th through the night until noon the next day. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in the wee hours of the morning. And I'll talk about what ideas that I have to keep the marathon going if I don't have anybody at the table. So that's kind of where I'm looking for input and some feedback, I guess. So you would fill your name, avatar name, and email for whatever time works best for you. If you want to get up and play with me at 3 o'clock in the morning, well, then you would sign up right here. So I am looking forward to seeing anybody anytime during this live stream. Okay, so that's the first, the second bit. So the first step is to donate any amount to St. Jude, and then click the link to get to this page where you would sign up for one of these slots. And then you would come to the event at like 10, 15 minutes before your time, so that you can hear me call out the name of the table to join and then play with me during that marathon. Any questions so far? Time zones can play into this in different countries. Well, yes, this is all Eastern time. That's a good point. So I'm going to add that right here. I'm going to say all, let's see here. How do I do that? Let me see here. I think what I'll do is put this down here. This is all times are Eastern time, I guess, something like that. Adjust. So adjust accordingly. Let's do something like that. What about that right there? That's a really excellent point, and already we've made an improvement. So, oops, let me undo that real quick here. Undo, we want this to be, oh, yes, let's see, right here. There we go. Okay, so that, Bonnie, is that better, do you think, right there? All times in Eastern time. All times listed, something like that. Okay, I might work on that wording a little bit. US, Eastern time, US, Eastern time, US, adjust accordingly. So if somebody, wherever they are, will know that 12:15 p.m., that's Eastern time. Okay, so good, excellent. All right, now, I do have instructions here for whoever would come on, and hopefully these instructions are clear. You just put your name in the spaces, your avatar name at Mahjong Time. You have to have an account at Mahjong Time. And then, of course, your email, because if anything changes, I want to be able to email everybody. And also, you'll be added to my mailing list for any communications. All right, so there's that. Let me go back to the website. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so now, basically, just so you know, I spoke with their support team for special events and confirmed that when a child is being admitted to St. Jude for treatment, their families will never get a bill. Everything is covered for that family. The treatment for the child, travel, housing, and food, they cover it all, which is amazing and just blows my mind. But the children who are candidates for admission must be referred by their physician. So there are requirements around that. They cannot help everybody. It's not possible because there are research hospitals for children with cancer, and there are trials that have requirements around them, and depending on the illness, they're not able to treat everything. So there are instances where some families, sadly, are not able to participate in their program because of those requirements. So although they would love to help everybody, they just, it's not possible. So for those families that are able to participate in the program, they will never get a bill, which just, I can't get over it. It just blows my mind that this is possible, but that's how it works. You've got to be referred, and they have to, of course, have the means to treat with whatever research, trials, medications, treatments, whatever they have access to. Let's see here. Okay, we'll get to that, Tracy. Thank you for mentioning that. I'll circle back to that in a moment. Okay, so back to the program at St. Jude. It's an amazing opportunity. And so this 24-hour marathon, basically I'm committing to be there for 24 hours for the marathon. And my idea initially was to just do gameplay with commentary with anyone who wants to sign up to be with me in the game. And if there's an empty seat, I'm just going to welcome whoever whoever comes to the table. So we can play games. I'll bring on anyone who joins the table. However, there are going to be you know, swag and probably prizes and things like that for those who participate. So only those who participate by donating and registering, then they will be eligible to receive swag and what have you, whatever I come up with, which is still in process. So for those who can't actually join the live streams for whatever reason, they can still donate. You can still donate to help St. Jude and support their program and also this event by just clicking donate. If you want to participate in the event, that's when you click on that next step down below where you go to the spreadsheet and fill that out. Okay, so there's that. Once you click on donate, it goes to a different page. So, and then here, okay, they do have this participating in DIY just because. I asked if that can be changed, so don't be distracted by that right there. It is the same thing. So then you would just make whatever your donation is and fill that out. It's fully secured, so you would just fill that out and I will get a notification by email, and I can keep my eye open for your name somewhere on the registration, so I know who will be playing and who I need to look out for when I get to Mahjong time. All right, so then the last thing that I wanted to share is that there's going to be a silent auction as well. And right now we have 3 items in the silent auction donated by myself and also Slava, No Virginia. And this is to raise additional funds for St. Jude. So all the proceeds from this silent auction will go to St. Jude. I will make a donation for the total earned or the total donations with the final bidders. And the first one is a primer bundle. I'm going to give volumes 1 and 2 with a 2-hour virtual coaching session. And the next one is a lesson kit that I'm going to offer, which comes with my 3rd primer that is currently in editing. And that also comes with a 2-hour coaching session in addition to the 2-hour coaching session that already comes with the kit. So that would have 4 hours of coaching as a new instructor or a current instructor using my kit. And then also the Mahjong Time VIP membership, a 1-year VIP membership with a 2-hour coaching session with me once you get your membership going. So those right now are the silent auction items, and I'm hoping that this will grow, but we'll see. Let's see here. Did I miss something? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. Okay, now, will only viewers be able to do the silent auction? No, I'm not, let's see here. This is some of the logistics that I haven't quite worked out yet, but probably the way I envision this working is I will create a post on my Facebook page with a graphic that shows the silent auction and the prizes and a link to how to put your bids in here in the spreadsheet. This spreadsheet will be in OneDrive that people will be able to access via that link. So anybody can bid on it. Anybody in my Facebook community or in the MAHJLIFE YouTube community, anybody with the link will be able to bid on it, because not everyone's going to be able to participate in the live stream for whatever reason. So anybody could do the silent auction. So there are 2 ways to participate, and you could do both. So you could do the silent auction, and then you could also do the play at the tables with the marathon at Mahjong Time, where I'm playing throughout the 24-hour period. Let's see here. The other thing I was thinking about to kind of break up the gameplay, I've been thinking about maybe picking my 4 favorite presentations that I do on Nitty Gritty Mondays and inserting those in a logical place to kind of break up the gameplay. So maybe do, for example, 2 games with players and then a presentation with gameplay with commentary by myself, and then 2 games with players and then another presentation, and that would be the first 12-hour period. So there'd be 2 segments where I'm sharing a skill or strategy and then doing gameplay with commentary. And then I would do the same thing the next 12-hour period to kind of break up the gameplay. What do you guys think about that idea? I'm kind of looking for feedback here. Do you think that's a good idea to break it up? Or do you think it's better to, okay, Bonnie says, I like the breakup ideas. Okay, so it's not just playing Mahjong straight through, even though when I do the presentations, I will be doing gameplay with commentary, but it'll be specifically on a really valuable skill or strategy. Okay, Dana says yes. All right, so I will insert that, and that will also minimize the number of people who will have to get up at crazy hours. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to arrange that or schedule it, but we'll see. Oh, that's okay, Dana. The other idea that I had was to seek sponsors and to help increase the donation. So if any organization would want to be a sponsor of this event, they could have, let's say, a 15-minute segment where I welcome them into the marathon and give them an opportunity to share about their business. And maybe do that, I don't know, once every 4 hours or something like that. Or maybe during the standard hours, like before, let's say before 9 p.m. and or before midnight, you know, it's sort of during those prime time hours that sponsors would have the opportunity to share about their business. So that was another idea that I had, and I wanted to get your opinion on that. What do you think about that? Like just 15-minute segments, maybe, let's say 2 sponsors per 12-hour period. So total of 4 sponsors. You might let players know ahead of time that the spreadsheet time includes an intermission so they can anticipate how long their time commitment is. Let me share that presentation again, because I do have the time in there that allots for a break. Okay. So when you look here, you see 12:15 to 1:15. The next game is 15 minutes later. So there's a built-in 15-minute break between each game. And these are individual games at the moment. Oh, you know what? I just was thinking, we booked this for people to have a spot, and here I am sharing longer than I thought I would. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the games so that we can test the idea with the games and get people at the table. So I apologize. Let me share my screen again. Let's see here. We'll do this one. All right. So they can buy a commercial time, not 15 minutes. Too long will lose people. Okay, Bonnie, thank you. And we'll talk about registration at Mahjong time later. So I will talk about that later. Let's go ahead and get this going, because I did ask for people to come from 1:15 to 1:30, and here we are almost at 1:30. So I apologize for that oversight, and we'll go ahead and get this started right now. So I'm going to go ahead and create a game at Mahjong time, and we're going to call this, let's see here, we're going to call this MAHJLIFE, let's see, MAHJLIFE for St. Jude. Oh, it's too long. MAHJLIFE. Let's just call it St. Jude 1. We're just going to call it St. Jude 1. Okay, and then it's a quick Mahjong, so I'm just going to do one game, and then we have 250 dragon chips, so it's inexpensive. Oh, St. Jude 1. I got to remove the dot, I think. Okay, there we go. So I'll create the game. Okay, here we go. So I apologize. So let's see. The first 3 who registered was Tracy, Ellen, and Carol. So Tracy, Ellen, and Carol, if you're still here, please join the table. And again, I apologize for, I should have given myself 30 minutes to share about the event. So I thought I could do it in 15 minutes, but no, that was not the case. Okay, so there's Ellen. I'm going to see you at east. I'll take north. Actually, you know what? Oh, no, I'll just leave it at that right now. Okay. Let's see. So now here we have, that's a different person. Let me see. Okay, so that person did not register, so I'm going to wait. Tell you how to share. You just have to log in at Mahjong Time now. Were you able to install Mahjong Time on your computer, Tracy? And I know you were the one who said that you had a hard time registering. And what I may do is tell you how to share. You don't need to do any sharing. All you need to do is log in at Mahjong Time. Download. Well, let's see. So have you installed Epoch, their application yet? Oh, you did. So you should be able to open the application and it will prompt you to log in with the credentials that you used when you created your account. Once you log in, then you're going to go to the lobby and look for the table named St. Jude 1. I will create a tutorial to walk people through the process. And I'll post that on my YouTube channel and provide a link on that St. Jude page so people can look at the video to walk them through the process of registering at Mahjong Time and then downloading Epoch. Actually, there is a link already because you need to, one of the prerequisites is to play at the table. You've got to have an account at Mahjong Time because that's where we're playing. So on my YouTube or on my website, there's a dedicated page for Mahjong Time with instructions. For anyone who has a Mac, there are a couple of extra steps. You're not on Mahjong Time? Yep, you would have to have an account at Mahjong Time. That is to participate. Now you can watch without doing anything, but in order to play at the table during the marathon, you would need to have an account because I would need to add you as a player on the table. So you would have to have an account at Mahjong Time. Now, you do not have to have a paid account. There are 4 different accounts that you can use at, or three different accounts. There's a free version, and then there are 2 paid versions as well. Why don't you move ahead with another player? All right, I'll go ahead and do that. I thought Carol was going to be here, but I guess not. Okay, so I'll go ahead and move forward for the sake of time. Okay, so here we go. We're going to play our first game. Oh, Carol, there you are. All right, so we'll do another game after this. We went forward because I didn't see you at the table. Yep, I see now. I see you're here now. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. We have a couple of jokers here. I'm going to change the layout so the screen's a little bigger. And I would focus on the red dragon here. So, because that's our only multiple. I like to target multiples, which are pair pung kong. So there we have a multiple. We have, since we're keeping dragons, we might as well keep winds, but the dragon wind hands use jokers. I mean, flowers, and we don't have any flowers. So since we have a pair of dragons here, I would probably hold like numbers with fives and maybe hold the 6 for something consecutive. So I think that's probably where I would start with these. Okay, so let's see what happens. So I can see already that there's going to be some technical challenges, and I may ask Slava if he can have someone available to help with technical support, because I'm not going to be able to do it all. So now we have a multiple with a 5. So I would play like numbers with 5s and start parsing out these wins and leverage the dragons with these 5s. Seems like numbers is just, somehow I attract like numbers. I don't know why. There's another one. So we have our other 5. And now that's going to require us to pass 2 wins. We could also pass blind, but because we have 2 jokers and 2 multiples, I would risk it. I would take on that risk right there. Although we're going to give them another north potentially. We might stop the Charleston depending on what we get here. Okay, we're in East seat. Sometimes I look for the position to see if I'm East, because maybe I could get a hand from heaven. I'm still waiting for my hand from heaven. And if you're wondering what that is, it's when you win before, or if you win before East discards that first tile. It's never happened to me before, and I'm just waiting for my turn. Okay, we did get another keeper. I would keep going. We're going to keep going, and I'm going to give them another north. Oh, it's Ellen. Ellen is at our table there. Incidentally, anybody who made a donation, I will honor that donation for the October event if you want to participate in the event. So when you get an email about the event, just know that you don't need to make another donation unless you want to. Oh, it looks like somebody stopped the Charleston. So yeah, we can pass 3. This player on the left actually stopped the Charleston. So as far as the 24-hour marathon, I think that we're going to have from probably midnight to, let's say, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Those are going to be the hours where I'm going to need to be creative. And I'll probably play with robots, because I imagine there may or may not be players, live players who sign up. I won't know yet. Okay, so here we go. We've got 3 discards. We're the dealer, so we have an extra. So we ended up with a hand with no gaps and 2 discards, which is amazing. So with this hand, we are actually set. Let's see. No, we're 1 away from set. We're going to need either a green dragon,
1 bamboo,
or a 5 dot soon, because
south wind.
We can pung the green or Kong the 5 dot.
Green dragon.
Okay, there. Now I would go ahead and pung right now.
Pung.
And now we're just going to draw and wait until we get another 5 dot. And then of course we need a 5 bam.
9 bamboos. 1 character.
Okay, we're going to pass.
North wind.
Okay, let's let the 1 go. I probably should let this white dragon go, actually.
9 characters.
Okay, we can pass.
Four characters.
Okay. the game does track your progress and your
East wind.
standing compared to other players. So I think that just
White
said,
dragon.
what did that just say? I think I'm in the top 50 or something like
8
that.
dots.
I'm number 49 in the top 50 at the
2
moment.
bamboos.
Hi, Smith. Welcome. That's why you see that little emblem there. It's a little award. You get that if you're in the top 50. And then there's another one if you're further close to the top.
9 characters.
Like if you're in the top 25, it's like a shield. Something like that. But you've got to play
4
a lot.
characters.
You have to play a lot and win. You have to play a lot and win.
1 bamboo.
If you don't win, then your ranking lowers.
East wind.
All right, let's see. We'll let the 3 crack go.
3 characters.
So we are not in a position to call anything yet. We need to wait for this 5 dot here before we can do anything. It'd be really nice to draw that green dragon.
Flower.
First flower. I always like to identify the first flower out.
Green dragon.
Because, oh, they got our joker. Because flowers, there are 8 of them, and it's always nice to keep an eye on them because they gain risk
White dragon.
as the game progresses. So if you follow how many
7 characters.
flowers are going out all through the process of the game or each stage of the game, by the time you get to the end of the middle game or the beginning of the end game, you'll know how risky flowers in particular are going to be. So right now there's only 1 out.
6 characters.
And I believe there was a hesitation on that, which means somebody has flowers. We do not, and we don't need them.
3 bamboos.
Okay, so we need, ooh, that 7 crack is available over here. Look, we got the 5 dot. Awesome.
6 bamboos.
So now we have 1 discard. We're 1 away from ready.
Pung.
Oh, we got another turn. Very nice.
8 bamboos.
All right. Okay, we don't need a 3 dot. None are out. There are 2 4 cracks out. I
4
like to
characters.
hold on to unseen tiles because I
6
want to take an
characters.
opportunity, if possible, to do a joker exchange. So no 3, oh wait,
North
3
wind.
dot. It looks like, yeah, no 3 dots are out.
1 dot.
We don't need white dragon.
White dragon.
But this holding unseen tiles like this 3 dot, we want to let it go by
6
around
dots.
50 tiles remaining because you don't want to have unseen tiles in your hand in
4
the end game.
bamboos.
Now over there, they could be playing like numbers
9
with
characters.
6s, or they can be playing 3 6 6 9, the first hand under 3 6 9
4 dots.
with those tiles. So one or the other, like numbers
West
with,
wind.
let's see, like numbers with flowers or 3 6 9, 3 6 6 9, pong
9
pong pong
dots.
pong. Now since they just discarded a 9 dot, they're not playing the first one. They could be
4
playing the second
bamboos.
option on that first line under 3 6 9. But
Flower.
and there's a hesitation on the flower. So there's a second flower discarded by South.
8 characters.
I'm thinking they're playing like numbers with 6s, so they have flowers.
Green dragon.
Joker. All right, we're ready to
3
win.
dots.
Ready to win on a 5 ban. And we have 1 exposure, which means we're stealth mode. Well, semi-stealth, because we do have an exposure.
4 bamboos.
Every exposure you make gives your opponents time to, or information to figure out what you're playing. And there are a limited number of hands with pungs of dragons.
9 bamboos.
So we are ready to win on a 5 die. No, 5 bam. 5 bam.
bamboos.
There it is. Mahjong. Woohoo!
Mahjong.
All right. So, oh my goodness, we have somebody playing a pair hand. All right. So we got like numbers with 5s. Over here, we have the outside pair hand, it looks like, or no, they're playing 2, 3, 2, 3. No, that looks like the outside pair hand to me. They could be trying for 1, 2, 3. I think they're trying for the pair hand. That's what it looks like to me, but they have no 1s. They could be trying for the 2, 3 quint. 2, 3 quint, maybe. All right, here we have big odds. Big odds, 7, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 7. I don't know what they're doing, actually. All right, now, oh, thank you, Tracy. That's nice. Okay, so now we caught up, and I'm going to create, let's see, I'll create another table, and we'll do this again, and then we'll pause from gameplay so I can talk about the logistics of getting Mahjong time. So let me create a new game. When I mentioned the lobby before, that's what this is right here. This is the lobby where you see, if you click home up here at the top, and then you have Mahjong School, fun games, cash games, you click fun games, and then under there you click the style you want to play. In this case, the National Mahjong League card. I can't make the screen any bigger. And then you have all the game names here on the left, and then on under time limit, that's how long you have to decide on between picking and passing and picking. And then the player seats available, you can see there's empty seats with the gray bodies. And then we have 2 types of games, quick Mahjong or a round. So I'm going to go ahead and create another game. And that way Carol and Ruth can join, and anybody else who signed up. Tracy or, yeah, Carol, Ruth, and Tracy. And let's see here. We're going to call this St. Jude 2. Okay, St. Jude 2. So whoever registered would come around when their game is, and I would announce the table name like St. Jude 2. So they would look for St. Jude 2, and that way I can look for their avatar and seat them. Like here's Carol. I'm going to seat me as East because the game changes it for some reason. I'll make Carol North. Once we get the game started, Carol, you can close the tab with the live stream on it, and that way you don't know what I'm playing, and you won't hear me doing the gameplay with commentary, so it won't affect your decisions with the game. So whoever is at the table would need to shut down the live stream and then return later if you want. So right now, while we're waiting, though, you can stick with us. Okay, here's Millie Ruth. We have Ruth at the table. So we'll put her in south seat, and then I'll seat Ellen here in, I guess that would be east northwest. Okay, here we go. So we have all registered players at the table now. And we're on time. We got up to the correct time now, 1:45. All right, so here we go. If everyone will leave the live stream and join the live stream after the game. Okay, so now for viewers, I will do gameplay with commentary. So we have a Joker, Flower, 168 in cracks, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 in dots, and then a pair of dragons. So that's where I would start. Do you have any way to confirm that players are not watching the live stream? No, I don't. It's going to be an honor system. And even if somebody knows what I'm doing, I suppose they could sabotage my hand, but I can't imagine anyone participating in something like this who would do it. I may be naive to say that, but I have confidence that this community would not do that kind of thing. But I could be wrong, I suppose. Okay, so let's see here. We have 579 dragon. We actually have a hand in here. Let's see. Let's do 148 and focus on 5 through 9 because we do have a hand in there. Welcome, Kathleen, by the way. Thanks for being here. I don't know if you heard about the 24-hour marathon that we're testing for. This is not the 24-hour event. This is just we're testing the logistics for the event that's going to be held in October. So we're ahead of time. Okay, now here we have a pair of 6s that showed up. Because we have a pair of 6s and another dragon, I would think about playing like numbers with 6s. We have another 6. We have to make that choice right now. I would let the 9 go, I think. Let's see, 5. That's 3 more tiles, though. Let's let the red go. The reason is because here we have a pair, but here we have 5, 7, 9. That's 3 tiles as opposed to 2. And now we have another multiple with the 5. So I think that was a good choice. So I would stick with 5, 7, 9 dragon. 5, 7, 9 dragon. We need a flower. That's our only vulnerability, let's say. So the big thing that I learned with this test so far is that I need to give myself at least 30 minutes at the beginning to share about the event before I create the first opportunity to play, because it took me 30 minutes just to kind of share about the event in the test. Yes, we want to keep going. So I need to make a note of that. I have a task here to make notes from lessons learned and also feedback. So let's see, the first lesson learned is 30 minutes intro. 30-minute intro for the live event. Okay, let's pass west 4 with a 6. Okay, and then the other thing is 5-minute commercial. Okay, so there was another, here we have some potential for like numbers with 5s, which I don't know why, but it keeps, I'm being stalked by like numbers. They find me. I don't know why that would be. Hi, Karen, welcome. So the other note that I took there was the, I think the comment that Tracy made about they can buy a commercial time, not 15 minutes. That's way too long. Yeah, I think you're right. So like a 5-minute commercial. 5-minute commercials from sponsors. So the sponsors, I guess that's maybe where I could get a little bit of compensation for my time, I suppose, but I'm donating my time and I'm donating my products and services because I want to participate in the fundraiser as well. I suppose I could have the sponsors buy commercials and their fee would go into the donations, just like the silent auction. Okay, we have 2. Okay, let me see here. You submitted a request in Mahjong time to play. Let me just look. Okay, Ellen, I saw your comment there.
1 dot.
Okay, no keepers there. I don't see a
East wind.
request per se.
West wind.
Okay.
West wind.
All right. So we're playing probably 579 dragon. Second, let me see here. Where is it?
3 characters.
Third hand down on the right under odds. 5 dot pair,
Pung.
7 dot pung, 9 dot kong, pung
Red
dragon.
dragon.
Okay, we're not doing that probably. Let's let the year tiles go. Okay,
2
so
dots.
Tracy, you were able to create an account at Mahjong Time.
2 bamboos.
You know what else I was thinking?
4 dots.
Maybe I could even tie this into Beat the Pro.
North
So
wind.
anybody who plays, if they beat the pro,
2 dots.
they would qualify in the Beat the Pro. I would honor
1
that. What do you think
character.
about that? Anybody who participates could also if they win, their win would be honored.
Green dragon.
Does that dilute it too much? Is that going too far or muddying the waters? Do you think I should
4
keep them
characters.
separate, or do you think I should honor their win in Beat the Pro as a perk?
4 dots.
Good idea. Are you talking about the Beat the Pro? A cool extra
4
incentive.
bamboos.
Okay. Let me showing
9
as a new
bamboos.
member in Mahjong Time. Okay. We don't want year tiles.
2 characters.
Okay, so let's see. It doesn't sound too complicated. All right.
7 bamboos.
So I will make a note of that as well. Any win
4
by
bamboos.
a registered player will
3
qualify
characters.
for Beat the Pro.
5 bamboos.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we are likely playing 579 dragon. Oh my gosh, but there's another. Wow, we got another multiple here. 9 bam was discarded and nobody wanted it.
9 bamboos.
I'm kind of thinking we should switch to like numbers.
Green dragon.
We have more time. Well, we have one. Oops, we need that.
4 dots.
Oh my goodness, this is the exact same hand that we had before. That's weird.
7 characters.
I wonder how that panned out.
7 characters.
All right.
5 bamboos.
Like numbers with, oh, yeah, we're not ready for that. It's the second one. All right, hold on.
7 bamboos.
I would probably change this back because another, let me see,
7 dots.
a second 5 bam went out just now. Let's see, is that the first 7 dot? It is. Let's pass for now.
North wind.
All right, we're going to have to make a choice soon. There are 2 5 bams out. We have one discard, one clear discard before we
6
have to make a
characters.
choice.
7 characters. 5 characters.
Yeah, there's another 5.
1 bamboo.
All right. Oh, yes. The other note I needed to make is I need to, I wish Mahjong Time would do this and then I wouldn't have to, but
6 bamboos.
I'm going to need to make a Mahjong Time tutorial.
6 characters.
Like I have the time. On registration. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate installation because I've already got it installed. That I cannot
3
do.
bamboos.
But I can talk about how to, and then there we go. We got a keeper. I
9
could
bamboos.
do a tutorial on how to
4
register
characters.
and also
7 bamboos.
a lobby tour. and
dots.
gameplay tips. That's the best I can do. All right, let's see. Let's discard the 5 bam. Now we
5
have
bamboos.
now we have just one weakness, the 9
1
dot.
dot.
And we have joker bait here with the red dragon. Oh no, one's already out. Does it work on an iPad? Yes.
Green dragon.
Yes, it does. However, the iPad has a bug.
2 bamboos.
The iPad is a bit buggy. So
1
there's a
bamboo.
known bug during the
7 dots.
Charleston in the optional across when the
Hung.
amount negotiated is different. It triggers a bug
5
and everybody
characters.
gets stuck. Somebody on a mobile device has to leave the
8
game
characters.
and return in order to fix it or force a fix. Sometimes you have to leave the entire application and return.
West wind.
And yeah, it can be frustrating.
East wind.
But yes, it does work. And I believe I have that the
8 characters.
what to look for in the mobile app store
1 dot.
for the Mahjong Time app. It's called Mahjong Time Multiplayer by Jingle
1
Prize. But yeah, you could play on an
East
iPad.
wind.
You could even play on your phone, but the tiles are really small.
1 bamboo. Green dragon.
Oh, that's nice of you to offer, Tracy. I've already done a tutorial on it before.
2 bamboos.
I might, so I've already got the process documented,
6 characters.
but I thank you for your offer. But you could maybe watch the video and let me know if I did a good job on the video and give me feedback
5 characters.
when I have the video published. I suppose that would be very helpful.
4 characters.
But that's going to take me a little time. I'm working on another project
2
right.
dots.
I'm working on 2 other big projects right now as well. I'm writing my 3rd
6
book,
bamboos.
and I'm also working on micro credentials for my instructor guild.
Red dragon.
I'm writing the tests, so I'm hoping to release that by the end of this month.
6
So
bamboos.
I'm on a timer. Okay, Tracy, if you could send me an email to remind me
8
of this,
characters.
and that way I have your email as. Oh wait, you gave me your email. Let me make a note here.
3 bamboos.
Okay, let's let how many 7 bams are out? 3. That worked out well.
Red dragon.
Okay, I've got your name in my notes, Tracy. I've got you.
Joker.
Oh, someone threw a joker. That's a red flag. That means they're waiting on a pair.
3 bamboos.
With 33 tiles remaining, that's not a defensive. That likely is not defense. That is likely a flag that they are ready to win on a pair or a single tile.
3 characters.
7 crack is out.
7 characters.
No white dragons are
2
out.
dots.
Not a single white dragon is out. Let's see here. Somebody playing
6 dots.
somebody playing a year hand. News big year hand. Maybe someone's.
8
Let's see. No,
bamboos.
let's see. There are 3. All the 2 dots are down. 5 bam is out.
5 bamboos.
1 2 crack is out. 3 2 bams are out.
9
So
characters.
nobody's playing the big year hand. You're not a problem, Tracy. Thank you for the feedback and input.
2 characters.
Doing the Mahjong Time installation and registration is complicated. There's no doubt.
1 bamboo.
But you can get through it because I have and a lot of people have. So it's just a matter of
South wind.
pushing through, I guess. Okay, we have 5 more
9
picks.
characters.
5 more picks. We are a contender still here.
Flower.
Okay, no, we're good. We need a pair and we have a pair.
Flower.
I doubt anybody's going to throw, I'm surprised people are throwing flowers, but I doubt anyone is going to throw a white dragon.
4 bamboos.
I would be shocked if somebody throws a
3
white
dots.
dragon. Also, this 9 dot has not been discarded yet. There's a big hesitation on it. Oh, are they playing 1, 3, 3, 5 over here to the left? Pung, pung, kong, kong. They probably just assessed their ability to win with only 4 picks
9
left.
characters.
I'll bet you they have 5 dots.
Flower.
Oh my goodness, all these flowers. Another 4 bam.
4 bamboos.
Okay, so there's 3 flowers out. We have 2, that's 5.
9 characters.
It seems like nobody wants flowers.
White dragon.
There it is. Okay, we're gonna pung. 3rd hand
Pung.
down under odds. And now, of course,
7
everybody knows what we're
bamboos.
playing with this exposure.
4 dots.
We're probably gonna have to draw it from the wall. I doubt anyone would throw a 9 dot.
White dragon.
Ah, they probably were hoping to get a joker.
4 characters.
This 2 was just discarded.
2 characters. 9 bamboos.
Oh, I thought that was it.
5 characters.
We need a 9 dot.
One character.
Okay, nobody's been wanting flowers.
Flower.
Ooh, that was still a little scary.
6 bamboos.
That made me cringe inside for sure. Oh, they got a win. Shoot. Oh, that's Carol. Carol's already beat the pro. Okay, kudos, Carol. News with 8s. Concealed wind hand. Over here, they had my 9 dot. They were playing 1, 3, 3, 5. They have the 9 dot. And then Ruth over here has the 9 dot. They're playing 3, 6, 9 with either 3s or 6s second hand down, probably, or the 3rd hand down in 1 suit. All right, so that concludes the gameplay that I had planned for today. So we can open it up to, oh, thank you, Smith. So we could open it up to discussion about the event itself. So I'm going to pull up my notes and let you know what I've learned from this test. So, and then also I think what I will do as well is go back to the website and just share that screen again to ensure that, or see if we can get some more feedback here. See if there's anything more I can do. Okay, so here's the St. Jude website again. So does everyone think this is pretty clear? Like the first thing I would do here is I would do MAHJLIFE Marathon for St. Jude. I think that's what I'm going to do. MAHJLIFE Marathon for St. Jude. I'd like to come up with, it'd be nice if I can come up with a different name. MAHJLIFE Marathon 2024. MAHJLIFE Marathon 2024 for St. Jude. So maybe that's what the name could be. MAHJLIFE Marathon for St. Jude. So you would, oh, let's see here. This would be 24-hour. Let's see. Maybe put fundraiser in the name. I think there's a limit. I think there's a limit to the name. And isn't a marathon typically a fundraiser? Would it be redundant? Marathon fundraisers. Marathon and walkathon. I was thinking about calling it a Mahjathon. I actually Googled it to see if anybody came up with that word, Mahjathon. What do you think about Mahjathon? And then I thought MAHJLIFE and Mahjathon just felt a bit, I don't know. It didn't really resonate. Fundraise, marathon fundraiser 4. Marathon fundraiser. Mahjathon is good. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. Mahjathon. Mahjathon. Mahjathon 2024. Marathons already have a meaning in Mahjong time. Yeah, that's true. Nothing to do with fundraisers. That's true. Mahjathon. What do you think of this? Mahjathon. Mahjathon. I actually thought about Mahjathon before. Okay, so Mahjathon 2024 for St. Jude. And if this event goes well, next year I may do an April Mahjathon for Alzheimer's, but I want to wait and see how this one works out before I open myself up to 2 per year. I might do it in 2026. I don't know, because I don't want to overwhelm myself really with logistics, or also seeking sponsors and all that. That takes a lot of work. I'm thinking 1 a year for now. 1 a year. Okay, so people will understand. Okay, thank you, Bonnie. Okay, so Mahjathon 2024, I like it. And we could even have a t-shirt for it. I'll design a t-shirt. 24-hour Mahj Play fundraiser for St. Jude. 24-hour, 24. Let's see here. All right, well, I'll edit this later. But was this, for those of you who participated, was this clear? If you want to make a donation, here, right here, it says, if you want to make a donation, click donate above, which is right there. If you want to participate in the marathon, follow these steps. Step 1, click donate, which will take you to the page. Step 2 is click this link, which takes you to this right here. And here it has instructions right here on what to do. So when they click step 2, they get this, and then they would fill this out following these instructions right here. Oops. Very easy instructions, says Ruth. Okay. And then, of course, I say thank you. When you get to donate, it seems very clear here, I think. I mean, there's not a lot I can do here because this is their program. I wish they would rework this, though, because this DIY just because, that is not, I did not make that. What they should say is your donation on behalf of Michele Frizzell participating in Mahjathon 2024 for St. Jude. That's the way it should read. It should say Michele Frizzell here, and then here it should say Mahjathon 2024. But for some reason, they default it to their title, DIY just because, which makes no sense to me at all. I wouldn't do this just because. There's a reason for it. You do not have to donate again, but you will need to put your name in a slot to reserve your seat here. So you could, and this is, I will let me put a link to that in there. Hold on one second. I'm going to change. I got to change this though. Look for, I need to change this to 12:30. And of course, this will need to be propagated 12:30 to 1 o'clock. So I need to make that change in here because I need 30 minutes to welcome everyone and explain the process and the format and give a proper shout out to the charity and all of that. So I need 30 minutes to be able to do that. So I will, let's see here. Let me go to here and I'll go to here. One moment. I'm going to get the link. Copy. Okay, here's the link. So now you can put your name in there, Carol. You added your name already. Did it stick? Okay, let me see here. Tracy, your name is in there in the test one. I have two versions of the registration. One was for today and this one is the actual one. Okay, so I'm going to close that. And then I will also close this. They're going to fix that. Well, I think. Okay, so that all makes sense then. Okay, so let's see here. I think that really covers everything. I can't think of anything else. So yeah, anyone who participated and made a donation today, you are free to click that link and register for the actual event in October. And then I will, of course, send an email to everybody so that you can double check and make sure that the time is right. You can make changes to it or remove yourself from the event if it works out that you just don't want to participate, because who knows what could happen between now and October. Lots can happen between now and October. So feel free, though, to put your name in there, and then I'll adjust the times because I need to push everything forward by 15 minutes. So that I will change, but you could still put your name in there. And let's see. So the other thing I was thinking is, I'd like your input on this. So at Mahjong time, you can play one game at a time. It's a 15-minute commitment, one game at a time. You could also play in a marathon, which is 4 continuous games. Let me just go there a minute. I want to see something. Can I create a 24-hour marathon? No, because that would be the same players. Because what I was thinking is maybe I can create a game. Let me share my screen and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Instead of just one game at a time, that you would sign up for an hour. Percent. Okay. Okay, so here's the screen. You can create a new game and it would be National Mahjong League, 2,500 dragon chips. I know you probably can't see that very well, but you can create 4 rounds. You can create a round, which is 4 games. So I could create a marathon or a Mahjathon, a 4-round Mahjathon. So, it would be 500 dragon chips. Okay, so it takes too long to wait for new players sometimes, I know. So do you think that the game slot should be for 1-hour segments? So people have to commit to a 1-hour segment. The challenge is, I'm just thinking about logistically, if I have somebody signed up and there are 2 empty seats, clearly that's not going to work. So maybe what I would do is reach out to that person and move them around and then fill that slot with one of my presentations and then do gameplay with commentary. But then, of course, that's also going to depend on whether or not there are people at the table. Because in the very middle of the night, like at the, between midnight and 8 a.m., I could be sitting here all by myself, just twiddling my thumbs. I've never done a 24-hour marathon online. I've never seen it done. Actually, I have seen a long form event where people were scheduled in 1-hour segments. So that's basically what this would be. A 1-hour segment to play 1 round game would be good. Okay, so let me look here. I think, yeah, 12:30 to 1:30, 1-hour segments. One hour, 4 game rounds. Okay, 1 hour, 4 game rounds. So I will make that change. And as far as the presentation segments, I'm trying to figure out when it would be best to do those. Would I do those in prime time? Also the commercials, if I decide to do commercials and invite business owners, in the Mahjong community to join the Mahjathon, would I invite them? I would think that the commercial should be during prime time. So maybe my presentations should be in the off hours to fill in those times when people are not there. So I have some content to share during those times of the 24-hour span where there are no players present. Let's see, I think so too. Helps the schedule to have 4 people per hour. Yeah, it would be 3 people plus me, because I would be at the table as well. And that way too, they can qualify for Beat the Pro. So I still have some things that I need to think through. Business owners will want to have their commercials in prime time or right before or after prime time. So I'm thinking prime time will be from, well, what is the traditional broadcasting prime time? I think 9 p.m. Well, prime time in broadcasting is the greatest number of people watching television or listening to radio, usually in the evenings. So like 6 to 10, I would say, or maybe 6 to 9 p.m. would be prime time. All right, I got to research that, but 8 to 10 is prime time. You should consider some reserved substitute players to be on hand in the hours you don't have enough players to play. I think I would just have people who are in the game. Like let me show you the screen here. See, like right here, there are people in the game right now. So when I create a game, like if I go ahead and just create a game right now, I'll just create a game and not seed anybody. So anybody can join the table. If there's a population of players, they could join, but we would be in a waiting pattern. I don't know if I can find volunteers to just be present throughout the 24-hour live stream, because I'm the one hosting it and committing to that 24-hour period. But I don't know, I don't think it would be appropriate for me to ask other people to make that kind of a commitment. Great for insomniacs. Well, yeah, that is for sure. And I'm a night owl for sure. So some people would think I'm nutty to do this, but I can do this easily. It's not, I mean, it'll be a challenge for me because I do get a little sleepy, but if I'm active and doing something, I can easily pull a 24-hour. I've done a 36-hour workday before, and I crash afterwards, of course, but I'm able to put in that kind of time and I'll be okay. Prime time is 8 to 11, except in time zones where everything is an hour earlier, like Central Time. Yeah, well, I'm on the East Coast, so everything has got to be per the East Coast, Eastern Time, I guess. Let's see. Oh, I missed a comment by Dana. Maybe do infomercials with the owners of Modern Mahjong, Oh My Mahj, Mahjong Maven, discuss a topic with their products, something like that. Yes, that's what I was thinking, that I would introduce them and then they would have the freedom to share what they want to share. So like I wouldn't interview them or anything like that. They would just, it would be a 5-minute segment that they could just come in and share about their business. But I would want to do it like limit it to one, I guess we could do an hour between prime time hours. So do one at like 7:50 and then do one at 9:50 and then 10:50 or 10:50. So that would only be 3 commercials during prime time. Sponsors prime time in other regions is also valuable. But for sponsors, prime time in other regions is also valuable. They shouldn't be bummed if they are in prime time for Chicago, Houston, or prime time for West Coast. I don't really, this is kind of over my head. I'm losing it. If the timesheet shows no sign up, that is. So like on this timesheet here, this basically would be the schedule. So basically, so like this, for example, would go down there. And this right here would be from noon to 1:25. This right here would be the intro. So this basically would become my schedule, the schedule for the event. And I could put in time slots for commercials. Okay, now it's freaking out here. There we go. Oh. Okay, so then this would be the introduction. I don't know why it's not, oh, here. Okay, your point is that prime time for sponsors can be more spread out unless they only serve the East Coast. Okay, Kathleen is saying, I'm not sure that prime time is that necessary. Prime time for traditional TV viewing is not necessarily prime time for MAHJLIFE viewers. Yeah, that's true. Depends on how the sponsor business looks at it. Maybe I could get input from people, business owner, or I consider myself. Let's see here. So this first hour would be the, what do you call, introduction. So then maybe what I need to do in here, okay, I know this part of the programming is not interesting to some people, so if you want to bow out, I understand. I'm going to keep it going though, because it's helping me with this concept. So I appreciate the input very much. So I'm going to keep going. Let's see, depends on, so if you participated in the gameplay, thank you so much for donating and for joining me to test the process. We're going to improve it. And if you're just watching and you want to bow out, I understand. And thank you so much for watching. If you're going to stick with us, please do, and continue to opine in chat. I hope I made it open to everybody. I think I did, yeah. Okay, so here, this would basically be a break. This would be the bio break, as it were. I'm not going to call it a bio break. I'll call it just a break. So then that would be like so. So this break would be 1:25, 12:30 to 1:30. So this would be 1:30 p.m. to, and I'll only do this just till I get my thoughts out. So that would be the break. There'll be a break there. I know you want to do an introduction, but you only do it once. How do people see it later in the day? Well, yeah, they would have to scroll back the video. Let's see here. You know what I could do? I could film an introduction video, and then I could actually play it as a segment throughout the event for people. But, you know, I don't know when people are going to be joining the event, but let's say, for example, every 4 hours, I could play the video, and it would be super short. It would just be what it's about, how to participate. There will be info in the video description. Yes, there will be info in the video description. Did I miss where you decided the date you were targeting to do this? Yes, that I did. I covered that in the beginning of the episode. It's going to be on October 26th, fourth Saturday in October. And I am planning to do this annually. This will be an annual event, Mahjathon. Maybe I should trademark that. That takes forever, by the way, to do that. MAHJLIFE, Mahjathon. I don't know. That's a mouthful. There will be info. Let's see. Incentive to say 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. or whatever, could either a discount on merch. Incentive to stay between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. I wish I could give discounts on merch. Actually, you know what I might be able to? Well, but how would I make that announcement? Because then anybody, I don't know how I would do that. Bonnie's asking, will it be mandatory to first click on the introduction? I don't think that's possible because I'm live streaming. So it's going to be straight through. Like I'll start at noon and I'll be live streaming for 24 hours straight on YouTube. It'll just run straight through till noon the next day. Will it be mandatory? So what I could do is, you know what, how about this? I'll film a video. Let me go full screen. I will film an introductory video, and it'll be super short, like less than 3 minutes. It'll be like a commercial, so maybe 2 minutes. And I'll show the St. Jude webpage and share about the event and why I'm doing it, and then encourage people to donate and participate, how to participate, show a little demo of how to actually do it, because there's only a couple of steps, and then share about the silent auction, and then direct them to how to install Mahj. I'm not going to tell them how to install Mahjong Time, but I can show them where to go on my website to find information about the Mahjong Time application, and then they would be on their own to figure out how to access or get into Mahjong Time. I wouldn't be able to do all that in 2 minutes. So enough information to get them into the program. And then I could have a banner that pops up on the screen. Let me just show you what a banner looks like. Oh, I don't have one. I removed all my banners. Banner. Oh, add a new banner. Scroll as a ticker. Okay, here's a super quick banner just for the example. There. So I could do that and run that throughout the event. Click the link in the video description to see an intro video about this Mahjathon. What about that? You'll have all the emails of registered players. Can an email go out a week ahead? Absolutely. Yep. I think with this banner, scroll it. Banner is a good idea if you run it every now and again. Okay. So I would just need to remember to turn it off. It's super easy. It's just click and do that. I wonder if I have someone join me here. Would someone like to join me in this broadcast to test out if a moderator is able to run the banner, or if it's only something I can do? That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Carol. Do I need an assistant in Atlanta? I do probably need to hire an assistant, but I'm still doing everything myself. Okay, Karen. All right, let me click invite Karen here. Let's see here. New. Okay, Karen, I just sent you an email with a link to join me in the broadcast. It's okay that I am on the iPad. Yes, and what we could do is just not put your camera on. Well, we'll try it. Try to click that link and let me know what happens. Okay, let's see at the location. Thank you again, everybody, for being here with me and hanging out and helping me troubleshoot and come up with ideas about this event coming up. This has really turned into a testing and brainstorming event, so I'm excited. And if anybody is watching the repost, Send me an email if you have ideas to make this Mahjathon fantastic for the community and for St. Jude. Oh, you're not camera ready. That's okay, because we can just turn off your camera. And that's super easy to do. See, I do it all the time if I don't have hair and makeup on. Today I had time, so we can turn your camera off so you won't be on there. Let's see, at the location where you inform where to go to sign up sheet, that's where you could include any incentive for signing up for 2 to 8. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. The thing is, where my merch is, the discount is applied to all purchasers. So anybody could go on at that time and make that purchase. I can't give, like, I can't do promo codes or anything like that on the platform that I use for merch, unless I were to create special merch and put it on a different platform for this particular event. Right now, all my merch is at a place called Spreadshirt, but I could do it somewhere else if Printify or Spotify has the ability to give people codes and only the people with a code could get it. Okay, let me see here. Okay, bye, Carol. Thank you so much for being here. Mahjathon, I think that works. I think I might need to trademark that. Mahjathon by MAHJLIFE. It's suggested you use a laptop. That's okay. Okay. Let's see here. So, let me present my screen again. This is basically a brainstorming session. Okay. So in here, we have an introduction. Introduction. I guess that goes in there. No, I don't like that. Oh, there we are. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Michelle. How's it going?
No, I don't like
Doing
that.
good.
Okay, so look, there's Karen.
Well, there's my son when he was a little kid.
Oh my goodness, what's he playing?
Trumpet.
trumpet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is
But that
cool.
doesn't tell me he's 21 now, and that was obviously a while ago.
Does he still play? Is he a musician?
Yeah, he's still a musician, though he doesn't really play trumpet anymore.
What does he play?
He plays a lot of stuff. He plays steel guitar, Hawaiian steel guitar. He plays ukulele. He plays drums. He plays a little bit of banjo here and there.
Oh my gosh.
Little slack key guitar on occasion, that kind of stuff. Just whatever he can get his hands on, basically, he will play.
He's talented. I love bluegrass, by the way. Does he play bluegrass? I assume if he plays the banjo, he plays bluegrass. Oh no, we lost her. Karen?
Back.
Oh, I lost you.
No, I'm back now. Sorry.
Okay.
I hit a button on the side of my
Oh, no worries.
laptop and messed it up because I'm lounging around in bed still because it's the morning here, barely, but.
Oh, well, thank you for jumping on with me.
Sure.
And you must be a proud mama, because that's amazing.
I am definitely a proud mama, but he used to wake up singing as opposed to crying when he was really little. He's always just had a little song in his heart,
Oh, wow. Well, maybe someday we could actually meet. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be awesome.
Okay, so let's see if you can do anything as a person on the screen here. When you are looking at your tab, oh, where'd you go? Oh, there we go.
Button. I hit the
Oops.
same button again, my lord. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I
It's
don't know if that's me, that's for sure. All right. So
Okay.
where do I go?
Well, what do you see in the right margin of the screen?
On the bottom, the side, where are we talking about? Top.
Right margin, the right
On the
side.
right margin, I see chat, comments, that kind of thing. And on the bottom, I've got, stuff that's, I think, for StreamYard, like settings, start cam, mute, present, leave studio, those kinds of things. But I just have a chat box area on the right-hand side.
Okay, so you do not see an icon that says banners.
I do not.
Okay, so that answers the question. I have to do it.
What? I'm just like clicking on the little 3 dots and see if it's got anything else I can do.
Okay.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. But what you could do, like if I did have somebody like yourself who kind of like a broadcast assistant or a co-host or a co-anchor, I don't know what we would call it, but anyone who would want to get on with me in this capacity, you would basically be able to just banter, with me.
Mhm.
And then you could also monitor chat. Okay,
Right.
so yeah, I see.
You see where I just typed, so I could always type
right.
there. Is that you're going to be, when you're live streaming this, you'll be doing it through StreamYard, I take it, obviously, because otherwise
Yeah.
this would be silly.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the broadcast program I use for all my live streams.
Yeah, I remember doing this once with you before.
Yeah. So, but you could, I suppose, if anybody wanted to come online with me like this, all I do was it intuitive to click that link, and was the experience joining me intuitive?
It was very easy, except for, remember, I've done it before, so I had to go through, I think, a little more of a process the last time, and I
Yeah.
just didn't recall beyond that.
Yeah.
But this time it was very, very easy. So I would just have anyone who's going to join you on StreamYard just test that out ahead of time. Because
Yeah.
right now it's very, very simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think it personally, like if I were watching an event like this, I think it would be fun. It would be it would be fun to see an interaction on screen rather than it just be me by myself all the time. I think it would be fun to have another personality on screen with me, whether you show your face or not, because
with advance notice, I don't have a problem showing my face. I'm just literally in what I slept in with my hair looking like seriously
are you
scary.
in your pajamas?
Well, close here. Hold on. Dun, dun.
Oh, there
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Since I have no makeup, I'm like, hi. This is not a good look. So I will now save everyone from this. I'm literally in bed. You can see pillows.
You look adorable.
So anyways, I'm a hot mess. So yeah. But I don't mind being on camera or whatever. I'd prefer to, I don't know, like not have my under eye circles in full effect, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know
No,
how
I
you are
get
with your
it.
bangs. That's my under eye circles.
I understand. I actually just invested in some color correction to take care of those dull areas and whatnot.
Oh, I've got the color corrector, the concealer. There's just not enough in this world.
Yeah, I understand. I use it too. So what would be, see how you're in here still with me?
I do see that.
I think it'd be cool to have the ability to have other people in the broadcast besides just me. And
Yeah, you could have like a rotating little group of guests or whatever, because you probably will want to schedule mods so that you've got someone moderating chat, throughout, if you can.
yeah, I think so. So I guess I need to kind of plan that out too, to see if moderators would want to sign up for periods, and then maybe I could gift them something for their commitment. I'm not sure yet, but I could think through those things as well.
Is StreamYard any less prone to trolls, etc., than regular old YouTube?
Well, no, because StreamYard is the vehicle, but the
Oh, but the chat will still be YouTube chat.
yes, yeah,
Got it. Got
exactly.
it.
So the trolls are in YouTube land.
Sure, of
So,
course.
and for my live streams now, I have it set for only subscribers can comment in live stream
Right.
chat. And
Right.
that's probably what I would do for the Mahjathon. And then if we
Right.
happen to get a troll that's problematic, I would probably have to change it to members only, because some trolls who find live stream events, they could come in and get really
Oh, I recall.
nasty.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. Not good. Really
No.
not good.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I think this would be a lot of fun. And if it works out, I would love to do it every year. I have been thinking about this for probably a year now. And I just now thought, okay, well, there's no time like now. Why not now? Let's just do it this year. So we're going to try it.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah, I think so. Well, thank you so much for jumping on and helping me test this out. I now know for sure what mods or anyone on the broadcast can do with me. So thank you for doing that.
Sure. All right. I'll hop off and
Okay.
be back
Bye.
on the regular thing. Bye.
Okay. All right, let's see. Tracy says, I think I'm going to have to create your own mat short. Oh, t-shirt. Okay. All right, Bonnie. Thank you for being here. Thank you again for helping. Oh, awesome, Bonnie. I would love to welcome you into the Instructor Guild. We have a good time, and it's all about peer support. And then, of course, I offer all kinds of resources for instructors. So that'd be awesome to have you. How about time to talk with players that have either been recipients of care at St. Jude? I've never met anyone. I don't know how I would find those people. Or just talking with players who are different stages of ability. Oh, no problem, Karen. So kind of like do a hot seat where somebody would sign up, because right now I do hot seats on my Nitty Gritty Let's Play live streams on Mondays, the Nitty Gritty double header, where people sign up to be on a hot seat. You have to sign up in advance because I've got to show you how to get on the broadcast, like what we did just now with Karen. But I suppose I could schedule hot seats. Would people be interested? Do you think that would be a good segment to put in here? Like maybe do a marathon, or let's say a marathon and then a commercial and then a hot seat and then repeat that cycle. You think that a hot seat would be interesting? Be careful how much extra work you've signed up for. Be careful how much extra work you're signing up for, though. Yes. Well, I'm going to be online regardless. So playing a game or doing a hot seat there's no difference in effort for me. It's all part of the same process. The email that goes out a week ahead, you could ask anyone who has been a recipient, and it would be anyone who's been participated in the St. Jude program and who would want to be broadcasted, because not everybody wants to be broadcasted. Some people prefer privacy. So I could probably ask the community in a post on Facebook for that and keep it separate and if I get anybody who would qualify or be interested, then work it into the schedule. But I'll make a note of that, because I think that would be amazing if there's anybody who has been helped by St. Jude. I don't know. Create okay, and then post on Facebook asking if anyone has participated in the St. Jude program. Interview them during the event. Okay, let's see what we can find out about that. Also communicate through your email list. Yes, email blast. Okay, so yes, I made a note of that. Let's see. Oh, I see. Do on a hot seat would require setup in advance. That's true. Yeah, I think hot seats maybe wouldn't be good because I would have to do that for every person. That would add to a lot of time. Yep, Tracy, I made a note of that. Thank you for the suggestion. That's fantastic. Okay, so yes, I have lots of, so right now we have 3 different segments. We have the marathons which is a 4-game round. They call it a marathon in Mahjong time, or we could call it a round, game round. We could call it game round. I guess we could call it game round 1. It's kind of wordy though. Game round 1. Game round. I don't want to call it a marathon because it'll get kind of confusing with Mahjathon. The banner. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I totally forgot about the banner. So people are going to have, the moderators are going to have to remind me about the banner, that I wouldn't want it running the whole time because that can get annoying. And unless I can figure out a way to put a timer on it, which I don't know how to do that. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, the segments. The segments would be the game round, and then a break, like a 15-minute break. That's not really a segment per se, but the other round or other segments would be a commercial, like a 2-minute commercial. Oh, my presentation with gameplay and commentary. How about rounds of so many games? What does that mean? In a round, there are 4 games. Is that what you mean, Tracy? Two-minute commercial. So basically be a game round. 2-minute commercial and a presentation with gameplay plus commentary. So like I would do 4 or 2 per 12-hour period. And then the commercials would be 2 per, I don't know, I have to figure out how to do the commercials. Game around. You know what I could do? I could, for anyone who wants to make a commercial, I could arrange that and record it in advance. And then during the event, I would play that video. So I would play the video and share my screen for that video instead of having them on live. that we could do it in advance. A pre-recorded commercial. So it wouldn't be live. Well, I mean, I would still be in the live stream, but we would be watching a pre-recorded commercial. So yes, pre-recorded sounds like a good idea. So like I could meet with all the sponsors who would be interested in being in a commercial, and we would do it in advance. And then I would plug it in wherever. Let me see here. Okay, I will think about that. All right, no need to worry about such coordination, someone being late. Don't need to worry so much about coordination, like someone being late. Time saver idea. Yeah. Pre-recorded. Okay. So pre-recorded ads. Okay, good. I love the ideas. I love the feedback. Thank you so much. I think we're going to end the live stream here. And I appreciate it again, everyone who participated today. And if you're watching the repost, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any ideas, send me an email. Again, you can find my email in the video description below. Moderators, thank you for being here, helping monitor the chat. Anybody have any questions? Otherwise, I'll go ahead and sign off. More information will be coming. I'll be sending blasts, so join my email list if you haven't already done so. You can do that by clicking any link at the bottom of any page on my website, MAHJLIFE.com. All right, well, take care, everybody. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos. And you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.